Maswera say Mure Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel. Apatno by now zinengechitika matima na nyika yedu ya Zimbabwe. Tichingoti kana kari kutanga kubuya paneno channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingo wagara wakasubscribe, don't forget to comment and share this video. Tina waita kuigira mzara nasi yaburitswa na retired Lieutenant General Winston Sigauke avo vabuda vachitaura ivo vachiti Vice President Constantino Chiwenga havasi kufarani nawo wake up 3 vabuda vachitaura ivo vachiti people should not underestimate silence yavachiwenga muri Zimbabwe. Vabuda vachitaura vachiti I have sat in enough command briefings to know what silence means when it settles over an institution. It is not peace, it is arithmetic being done quietly by people who have not yet agreed not to Cap 3 madness or say the answer out loud. The Cap 3 conversation, dressed however it likes to be dressed, has reopened a debate older than its own name, the question of who is owed the next chapter and who is simply occupying the chair until someone with a stronger claim sits down. Institutions like ZANU-PF do not announce succession anxiety through statements. They announce it through sitting charts, though through whose name is read first at provincial gatherings and whose endorsements arrives a week late if it arrives at all. I've watched this choreography before. I know what it means when the tempo changes. There is a pattern reasserting itself that anyone with command experience will recognize a quiet gravitational pull towards figures with liberation credentials and structural discipline, against a newer class whose standing rests on capital and access rather than mandate and in the field or in the party's own structure. This is not new terrain in our politics. It is old terrain and it is being walked again. What is the difference between this time is that the discomfort is no longer fully contained. Quiet arithmetic leaks once enough people independently arrive at the same time and comfortable total. When that happens, the only question left is whether the recalculation is managed from within or contested out in the open where it cannot be controlled. I do not deal in rumor, I deal in patterns, and this one I have seen before. Kangoma kave kuririsa zvabudashitaurwa navasigauke muri Zimbabwe. Tingazive kuti munoona sei nawo itiudzewo zvamunofunga mucomment section.
That are mushrooming alliances that are, coming into existence, and these alliances causing a shift without any explanation whatsoever. All you are left with as the people who wish for a strong opposition is a gossip. Oh, so and so did this. Oh, so and so why? Or so and so this. Or this one is a sellout. Or this one here, he saw, the struggle. That one, was bought. Those are the explanations that you end up being occupied with. But they are explanations that are not supported by any evidence. But the thing with such statements is they're believable when they are being spoken by somebody. But when somebody is speaking, the same thing that is more or less the same in terms of this selling out, nobody believes you. People start to say, where is the evidence? Bring the evidence. But on one side, you're not calling for the evidence. But on one side, you're calling for the evidence. That can only create confusion. It can only create doubt. And it creates a credibility gap that can be difficult to fill. Because you cannot preach unity on one hand But on the other hand, your actions are displaying disunity. You cannot promise a better Zimbabwe while struggling to put together, to organize a better opposition. You cannot ask the people of Zimbabwe to keep hoping when the visible actions do not show a pathway to achieving the hope. Those things, ladies and gentlemen, they will not get us anywhere. We will not succeed. We will not get anywhere as a people. So when you're looking at these things, and people often want, to understand what then is in store for us. What are the strategies that are there to navigate this political landscape that is mad with all these things, that I'm talking about? Because the events of the past year or so, the events of the past year, they need to be understood by anyone who's very good at analyzing political behavior. Because we've been watching both landscapes, political landscape, one can easily argue and say what ZANU-PF have been doing was a way of consolidating power through the constitutional amendments. And that is exactly what, they've been doing. And when they see the opposition, ZANU-PF is busy, doing this. I'm not saying, it is a good thing that, they were doing. Because that consolidation of, power through those, and that constitutional amendment, which is unconstitutional anyway, it is leading us down a path that we should never, ever go down or follow. But at the same time, this is happening in the ruling party. And you think that this is the moment. This is where true opposition leadership is supposed to stand up and be counted. This is where true opposition leadership is supposed to be standing up and consolidate itself in the face of ZANU-PF's consolidation of power through a constitutional amendment. But what we hear are promises. And yet, we understand that in the opposition, just like in ZANU-PF, but ZANU-PF have got, an advantage that, they can, even though there are internal disputes, where it matters most, they can come together and achieve, something. But in the opposition, we're struggling to consolidate ourselves. You've got one leader was coming, calling, for unity of all people, come together, forget about what has happened, in the past. Come together. This is the time for the opposition, to unite. Yes, tese takatadzirana. Tese takakanganzirana. Hapana mutsvene. Saka ngachisiye zvese zvatakaitirana izvi tiuye tiungane. And then another one is coming with a different message altogether. And then another one is coming. You don't even understand what, they are talking about. You don't even understand, their messaging. You don't even understand what they are trying to achieve. What their existence, how is their existence going to be helping us? You will not even understand. At the end of their messaging, it will always be, oh yes, we are working towards a new Zimbabwe. We want a new Zimbabwe. The new Zimbabwe is within reach. We can almost taste it. Are you not smelling the air? The air of a new Zimbabwe, it's brewing. Can you not feel it? You can touch it. Try harder. You can touch it. You can feel it. But a lack of a coordinated action can easily translate the promises into untouchable political outcomes. And if you are not very careful, if we are not very careful,